So, you know, the story's going to come out in time, and I'm not really ready to tell it as a story, and that doesn't even feel right. I haven't even had time to think or integrate or figure out really what the heck happened in there. How to answer that question, I will say, is I got to the point, this was probably day, let me see, 17 days, 14 or something like that, and I said, okay, 2 weeks, you know, and I'm looking at numerology, and every day I'm thinking, like, okay, today's the day, like, number 14, what is that significant for? I just had such hope in my heart. Every day I'd rise with the daylight, and I'd be freezing. I'd have to soak my ankles so that I can get up and, like, move around a little bit and not be debilitated, and I just had such hope in my heart. I'm like, today's the day. I hear the helicopters are coming to get me. And as the day went on and the helicopters are passing over and I'm standing on rocks and waving them down and they're passing over and they're not seeing me, I'm invisible, you lose hope, and your hope meter starts to decline a little bit. And then as the sun starts to go down, you're like, okay, another night alone. How am I going to stay warm? How am I going to stay alive? And it was a very loud, clear message that I received, and said, if you want to say no and you want to sit on that rock, you're going to die. So you have a choice to make. You could sit on that rock and you can die. And you could say mercy and you could feel pitiful for yourself and play victim, or you can start walking down that waterfall and choose life. So it was literally, it was a pivotal time in my life where I had to choose life. And I said, you know, this isn't just for me anymore. Obviously, you know, I come first, and I have a sole purpose of being here on earth, but it was like my mom and my dad, and like every single step of the way, it was like, I choose life, I saw my dad. I choose life, I saw my sister. I choose life, I saw Benjamin, you know, and so on and so forth. Every single step was I choose life. That was the only thing that like kept me going, to the point where I at least got like half a mile down the waterfall and like laid in some grass and slept there for the night. That was a dark moment, but it turned out to be light. It was an opportunity to choose and not play victim to the scenario. I don't really know what happened. All I can say is that I got out of my car. It's like, you know, I have a strong sense of internal guidance, whatever you want to call that, a voice, spirit, everybody has a different name for it. Heart. My heart was telling me, walk down this path, go left. Great. Go right. It was so strong. Go left, go right, go left, right. I'm like, great. This is so strong that obviously when I turn around and go back to my car, it's going to be just as strong when I go back, but it wasn't.
And when did you realize you were lost?
It was probably that. It was, so I took a break. I sat down, I laid down on a tree, I was looking at the sky, and when I got up and I tried to go back the way that I came, which I had a sense of direction at that point, the path was not leading me back to my car. And I tried all these different paths, and then I was like, oh shoot, these are not bike paths, these are not walking paths, these are boar paths. So the boar paths were just leading me into boars' dens and like, you know, off-roading essentially. And so at that point I had no choice because everything looked the same. I said, well, the only thing I have is my gut. I don't have a compass, I don't have a cell phone. So spirit or whatever you want to pray to, I said, I need your help right now. I need to get back to my car. Please help guide me. And I have, like I said, I have a strong sense of guidance. So I started following that sense of guidance. And that sense of guidance is what led me on my journey. That's what led me 5 miles away. And I believe that there is a bigger purpose to my story. It's not just a girl that got lost in the woods. It's this. It's everything that's happening right now. And that's why I was so off the beaten path. Is because this is the result that needed to happen from my experience.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.